record-setting night and a drought-ending night as the Saints took on the Chargers tonight on Sunday Night Football. How did this whole crazy game go down? Well, it started out both teams going 3-out first, and then Phillip Rivers would find an open target named Robert Meacham. That sounds pretty familiar to the Saints fans, as he got a 15-yard touchdown, getting out to an early score. But Brees would strike back quickly with a 40-yard wide-open pass to Devery Henderson, which broke the record of most consecutive games with a touchdown, which was formerly held by Johnny Unitas. This is such a great accomplishment for Drew Brees. He's such a good guy, and it's amazing that he got that award. The second quarter consisted of the Chargers getting a field goal, 10-7, and then Brees would go down the field right after this Chargers score, and then he would throw another touchdown to Marquise Colston for make it 14-10, and then the Chargers go down a 2-minute warning, and then wide open is the former Saint, once again, Robert Meacham, making a 44-yard catch, making it 17-14, and we're going into the second half. Now, the Saints were struggling, the defense... sorry, I'm getting a little lost here. Anyway, the Brees would throw a pick at the beginning of the half, and then Ryan Matthews would capitalize and getting a touchdown for 13 yards, making it 24-14. And then this is where it starts getting interesting. Brees threw what was a pick, but it was a pick six, but it was called back through the hands of the face by Melvin Ingram, which killed it. And it started a little jolt in the Saints offense, and it led to another Colston touchdown, making it 24-21. And then the Chargers wouldn't get anything going on offense. Brees would get it back, and he would take no problem driving 90 yards down the field. And another touchdown, third of the day, to Marquise Colston, 28-24 Saints lead. Now, the Chargers still have a chance to come back and win this game, but Rivers throws a tip, and it's picked off by Roman Harper. Almost ran it all the way back, but he got tackled like around the 10-yard line. And Brees couldn't get a score on touchdown, so they had to settle for a field goal. And this is the final 3 minutes that has everyone thinking, like, the refs got a little involved. Yes. The pass interference call, they had a huge completion to Antonio Gates, but they would see that there was a pass interference on Gates. I did see a little push, but I don't know if they should have called a penalty on that. The holding, though, right after that play, I did see a little bit of a hold, and I did see a hands of, and it was set up to be 2nd and 37 for the Chargers under 2 minutes, but it would be nullified after that 2nd and 37 play because Saints had a hand to the face, which makes it an automatic first down. So Rivers makes a few more completions, trying to do whatever he can to get down the field. He would try one more time for Gates. Gates wanted a call, didn't get it. Third down would come up. And you see Jared Gaither, the lineman they got back like last week, he was hobbling a little bit. He didn't play all season until week 4, and you can see that injury is coming back to haunt him. And then it was that weak side, and then Rivers would fumble the ball. Saints would recover it. It would be recovered by Wilson, and the game is over. Saints finally win one, 31-24 over the Chargers of San Diego. This was a great day for New Orleans, that franchise organization. It gets the elephant out of the room. It's the first good thing that's happened to them all year, and they needed this badly. Drew Brees came up to play with, exception of that one pick. He had 29 of 45 for 370 yards and 4 touchdowns. He torched the Chargers secondary. The running games didn't do much. Colston had 131 yards and 3 touchdowns. That's huge. Devery Henderson, 123 and a touchdown. But Jimmy Graham got hurt in this game, and early in the game, and he never returned. Phillip Rivers, 354 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 pick. Today, Ryan Matthews also had 80 yards and a touchdown. He had a buckload of the carries in the work today. Matthews also had 6 catches, 59 yards. And Malcolm Floyd was the leading receiver with 108 yards and 5 catches. Meacham, 3 catches, 60 yards, 2 touchdowns. Now, what do I think this game means for the Chargers? This was a bad loss, and I think we're seeing a little bit of shades of last year for Phillip Rivers when it comes to clutch time. The Chargers had a good lead, and then the Saints go on and they go on a huge run when they were down 24-14, ended up going on a 17-0 run. And this is shades of last year's San Diego Chargers. Rivers not coming through in the clutch, their defense not pulling through when they needed to. And I understand they're playing Drew Brees, but I think this was one of the wins that the Chargers let slip away, and I think it could start a bad trend. And then now, what it means is they're only one game up on the Broncos, and it sets up for a huge Monday nighter between San Diego and Denver for a spot at first place, or at least tie for first place if Denver wins for the AFC West. And so that's going to be a critical matchup in terms of AFC West. And the game is at Qualcomm, and it's going to be a very interesting game. The Saints, they got the monkey off their back. They can go in the bye happy, or not really happy, but at least knowing they have a win, and they can come back out week 7 as they take on the Buccaneers of Tampa Bay. Now, and this was just overall a great day for New Orleans and a great day for that franchise. And it was good to see Sean Payton come back maybe not in the coach, but on the stands, and it was just great to see the Saints get a win. I mean, I kind of felt bad for the team the whole season, and it feels good that Brees was able to pull it off today. And that's all I got to say about today. Sure to come back tomorrow night for Monday Night Football recap. We have the Jets and the Texans.